reflecting, we talked to you a little bit in the intermission, but reflecting on just the overall game and your performance in it as a whole, where did the energy and the urgency kind of ramp up over the course of the game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously wasn't good enough in the first. Even throughout the game, like we weren't as tight as we would like to be against a team like that, who's got some speed and some skill up front. They can make plays. Kind of want to make plays at all costs. But I don't know. We did a good job finding a way. Did better, like you said, as the game went on. Veggie was great. Did a good job on the kill, and we'll take the 2 points.
How important was it to get bodies to the net today? You put pucks on the net, and there were bodies out there.
Yeah, it's always important. Always important. It's hard. We've talked a lot about how you score goals in this league, and the majority of goals are plays in and around the net. Low to high, point shots, deflections, rebounds. That accounts for a lot of the 5-on-5 goals. So that's always a point of emphasis. We did a better job of that tonight.
And yours and Sergei's are almost carbon copies of each other. If you look, you think, did I just see a replay?
Yeah. I mean, he does a good job of getting pucks through. That's something we've talked about a lot. And then when they have those lanes, we got to get traffic, get in front of the eyes, and find ways to get sticks on pucks. And so, yeah, we'll take them. Obviously, you're not going to get those bounces every night, but it's about kind of putting the pucks and bodies in the right areas.
The response effort, not just today, but over the course of this road trip from this team, what have you seen in terms of how you guys have been able to respond when the chips aren't going the way you want?
Yeah, it was, I mean, obviously, made a pretty embarrassing effort in Tampa, to say the least, and given where we're at in the season and what we're looking to do and accomplish, it was unacceptable. I thought that flying to Florida, playing against a team like that at home, competing the way we did was a step in the right direction, and you're not going to win every game, and just because you go out there and compete doesn't mean results are going to follow you. But that was a great response, and then coming here, obviously to start the game wasn't the way we wanted, but we find a way to get 2 points. Now we're home. All we can do is control what we can control, go back home, try and find ways to get wins, and take it one game at a time.
Different moments in the game, like Sergachev laying his body on the line against Bedard in the final minute of the first period, people blocking shots, McBain fighting, just those little details of the game. How did that show this team's commitment to getting the W?
That's big. I mean, those details should be there all the time from all of us, and that's what we're looking to build and to do, and winning teams have that all the time. We're looking to continue to find consistency on a night in, night out basis with the details of our game. And that's ultimately what makes great teams successful. So those guys did a heck of a job. Obviously the fight from McBain is big. He's going to step up and he's going to do that. He's not afraid of anyone. So that was impressive, and there's a lot of that out there.
You touched on it, but Vejmelka continues to just deliver in these games. 17 straight starts for him. How does he bring that presence of calm for your team when he's behind you guys?
He's been playing great. I mean, he's kind of relished the opportunity. He's taken advantage of what he's taken advantage of the runway that he's had, and he's kept us in a lot of games, won a lot of games for us. It's no easy task going out there every night, but he's been able to show up for us and found ways to get us wins.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right, well, your first NHL goal of the season. What did you see when it went in, and what did you think?
It was a good shot by Kerf, POP, and then saw a decent goal. He got over it pretty quick, but just tried to put it on net, and thankfully it went in.
You told us a couple days ago that you were building a lot of confidence in the AHL. What are some of those things that I guess translated into the game tonight?
Just my puck plays. Being confident with the puck. Being able to see plays. I feel like early on in the season I was a little bit hesitant. My plays were a little bit slower, but I kind of figured that out down there and started to play a little bit faster, and I think I took it up here, so it's been good.
And what's the support in the room been like since you've been up, and obviously after that goal tonight?
It's awesome. Guys are great in the locker room. Being able to tuck that one and see how happy everyone was for me, it was awesome.
In the second period, there was an urgency that took a different step after Chicago scored 2 goals. What were you guys hearing on the bench? What were you guys doing to make sure you had that calm mindset?
We just need to stick to our game. We need to get pucks deep and be able to work off the goal line and take pucks to the net.
In that first period, 2 big penalties, but your goaltender with the timely saves, good rebound control. What did you see off his performance throughout 60?
Yeah, he was unbelievable tonight. I don't think we're winning that game without him. He played remarkable all night. A lot of credit to him. he's definitely a first star on our team.
The significance of this road trip, each game being better than the last and heading into a 5-game homestand. How can this be a good momentum swing for this club?
That's a good one. It's huge. Being able to come off a road trip with a win, I think that brings a lot of confidence going back home. I haven't played too many home games, or I don't even think I've played a home game this year, but I've heard the guys are really good at home, so to bring this momentum back, it'll be good for us.
Obviously, a really good performance from Veg. I think he was rock solid. We gave up too many chances. They made a lot of seam play, cross-ice play. Came up big. Big performance from Yami as well. Really like his performance. Danny's line again were solid. And the other thing I like about our game is we create good traffic in front of their net and get some dirty goals, some deflections, we made it tough for their goalie, so that's stuff we didn't do against them previously, so I'm happy about that part.
You talk about Veg. Obviously, we know where he's at right now with the season, 17 straight starts. What kind of example does he set when he has that ability to go out there and do what he does and be sharp?
You're touching a good point, and as well, I think he bounces back. Game against Detroit, just okay. Game against Tampa, we all know what happened. It's all the team. And then came up with a huge performance in Florida, and even better tonight. So showed his character, and we can rely on him.
Good way to end this road trip.
Yeah, good way to end the road trip. I think the last two games we got a big point in Florida. Got 2 points here. Now we're going home for our last stretch during the regular season. So it's a good way to do it.
The intensity that your team brought after those 2 Chicago goals in the middle frame to step things up. What did you see out of the group in those moments?
Yeah, I saw character from that moment. I think, like I said, you need all your team to bounce back, and the way the Stanley's line and Banner's line came up big. I forgot to mention Banner. He changed the momentum, and he's an animal out there. He's really good.
Do you feel like McBain fight was the spark, or was there another spark that you saw tangibly in the second and third?
It's the fight is something, but they hit before, and he answered the bell, and he has that aggressivity and that look in his eyes. He drags us in the fight every night. He never takes a nights off. He's a good example for our team.
Even since you were here last time, they've had more youth in their lineup. Yeah. Tonight there was a lot of excitement in the building with 2 more kids. Did you sense that?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been there not long ago, not long ago, and when you get those high-end young guys who join the lineup, it's exciting. It put a lot of enthusiasm in your lineup, in your team, and you look forward to what your team can look like. Because while those guys are not in your team, everybody talk about them, but they're too far. Now you can touch it, you see them, so it's exciting for them, for their player, for their coach, and the fans for sure.
You mentioned Kailer, and then Nick DeSimone obviously coming back in the lineup too. With guys like that being able to impact pretty quickly when they get that opportunity, again, just touch on that.
Yeah, Yami, for me, he's a proven NHL player. He's been successful in the league. He's been play an important role in good teams, and circumstance. He, for whatever reason, came on a PTO, and we had a lot of player. We stayed healthy up front and all of it, but he went in the A and had a perfect attitude, produced, was a good example out there, and now him having his chance with us, and he does a really good job. I'm really happy for him. He's a good person, and he's a good player.
Thank you. Coach.